What is the person on your mind thinking and feeling about you today? Whether it's your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, we are going to get you some clarity as to what they're actually thinking so that you can confidently move forward and make some amazing decisions for yourself. So you can build confidence, because so much confidence comes from clarity. So if you are new to this channel, welcome to Live Tarot. I am so happy to have you here. I am Dr. V. It's my absolute passion and purpose to do these readings for you. And I've been thinking a lot about what is the purpose of this amazing community, especially as we are coming into the end of the year. And I wanted to ask you a very important question. I really sat down and thought about this, that, this is not just about your person, right? We may come here to watch readings to gain clarity about that special person that we love, but it is also very much at its core about you. The readings are as much about you finding yourself, you stepping into clarity and confidence, and you not just knowing your worth, but feeling your worth. And I realized, my beautiful family, I feel so grateful to have you all here together as a community. And I want us to really come together around this central message that regardless of who we are watching this reading for, and yes, of course, they are beautiful, they are wonderful, we love them, the foundational energy should always be not just, again, knowing that you are a treasure, knowing that you are an incredible person who deserves everything, not just love, money, success, abundance, joy. You deserve it all. So I want to let you know, beautiful Live Tarot family, that moving forward, everything that I do on this channel, whether it's in the readings, whether it's in the products that I create, and I have already created all of my oracle decks, 5 of them, whether it's in my personal readings where I love to work one-on-one with you, and whether it is in everything I do moving forward, my message, my purpose here is not just to have a loving connection with you, but to also constantly remind you to feel your worth. 3 very powerful words, because it's easy to say, dear ones, I know my worth. I know my worth. But it's even more powerful to feel your worth every day. So I just wanted to share that. And I would love to hear your thoughts. So please do leave me a comment. I'd love to hear your feedback. How do you feel about this idea of us powerfully stepping into and feeling our worth every single day? And when we do that, I fully believe that we will not only attract the union or the reunion that we want with this special person, but also step into our own greatness. And from there, we will manifest everything that we want. So please do leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this. And I just want to give a big hug to everyone who is already part of this family. To all of you who are new subscribers, if you haven't already, please do join us. Sometimes this journey to love and union or reunion with that special person can feel very lonely. And that is why we are here. So I really encourage you to subscribe, join us, and start getting active in the comments. People so love and support each other in this community, and you can see it in the comments as well. So without further ado, let's get right into clarity on your person's thoughts about you today. So we're going to be going in deep into their thoughts and feelings. Also, stay with me until the end of each reading because we will be rounding it out with advice from Spirit. What does Spirit want you to do next? So I have 3 options here for you, 3 groups. You can pick group number 1, number 2, number 3. Or you can pick all of them and take the messages that resonate for you and your situation. Remember, this is a general reading. Be gentle with yourself. If you'd like to have specific guidance on your unique journey, you can have a personal reading with me, or you can order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you to give you guidance and support in between my YouTube readings as well as in between personal readings. So let's get you started on your choices. So if you'd like to take a moment, take a deep breath, see which of these you feel most intuitively guided to. So for group number 1, we have the winter solstice reflection. For group number 2, we have ocean, ebb and flow. And for group number 3, we have waterfall, effortless. So go ahead and make your selection and we will start with group number 1. All right, my beautiful group number 1 that chose the winter solstice. Let's see, what are your person's, the person on your mind? What are their thoughts and feelings about you today? Oh, beautiful. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Love it. Love it. We have the 5 of Cups. Oh, wow, and we have a 3 of Cups. So I'm feeling that one of the things that your person is thinking about very, very deeply and very clearly right now is a lost opportunity. Okay, so for some of you, there's definitely been some sort of a struggle or separation. I feel your person going through their day-to-day life, feeling really dull. Okay, they wake up in the morning, they look around them and they feel like everything has lost its shine, you know? There's a sense of, I wake up every day, I do my routine, you know, I go to work, I get ready, I look around everywhere. I feel like time has very much slowed down for your person right now, especially if you've been in separation. I know some of you are not fully in separation, you're kind of in a struggle situation, but either way, it's like your person is going through the motions of their day-to-day life. They feel like their life used to have a certain joy, a certain beauty to it. It's almost like they would get up in the morning and things would just be shiny, you know, like life would be shiny around them. Their love for you, their connection with you, the relationship that you share really changed their perspective of their everyday life. Like they would get up, they would get up every day and things would just be lighter. Things would just be brighter because of you. And right now, if you're in struggle or separation, this person is getting up every day and looking around for that sense of like that joy, that sense of like life is bright. I feel like I have a spring in my step. I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm walking on air, and all of a sudden they have just like fallen to the ground, you know, like with a big thud, with a big old thud. Like it's like And they're asking themselves, where is that beauty? Why does life feel so dull? I feel dull every day. I'm getting this energy that, like, their body feels like cement. Everything feels like they have to exert more energy to do in their everyday world. And the reason for that is with this 10 of Pentacles energy, it's like they saw and were planning on having this incredible life with you. They saw themselves building with you, building the kind of life that the both of you really want. And they felt that you both shared a vision for that life, like the vision that you had for this life together was very clear and it was very shared. Okay, so it's not like they never felt that you wanted something different, they want something different, and you can't come together in your vision. They had this sense of peace of mind, knowing that you were both on the same page, that you both had the same kind of blueprint, the same kind of vision, the same kind of like, this is the kind of life I want. And so I see them right now feeling like that entire dream, that 10 of Pentacles, the dream that they shared has somehow been pulled away from them. And so now their daily life just feels so dull. It feels so empty. All of the things that they used to treasure, or used to feel like, find the beauty and the simplicity of is now gone. So it's like they wake up, they may have their coffee or tea or whatever, and they used to take pleasure in that, knowing that you are there. Either you are there, even if you don't live with each other, that, you are there, that your presence is there, your love is there. They would drink their coffee or tea thinking about you, thinking about the last time you were together, or thinking about the last conversation you had, or the last laugh that you shared together. Like they would daydream about you throughout the day. They would fantasize about when they would be talking to you again, or they would be waiting for a text message or something, a message to come through from you, knowing that it was going to. I feel like there was a routine that they so very much loved, that they created with you, and now it's like it's gone. And so there's a very deep sense of despair. They're thinking about, they may even be going through in their phone, the texts that they used to get from you, kind of reliving them, rereading them, trying to find that joy. But it's very empty because they know that those were from the past. They're not right now. There's a sense of silence. Okay, look at this person. You see, look at them. They are in a deep sense of pain and despair. There's a silence between you. Like they were used to getting messages of love, messages of support. They were used to feeling, even if again you don't live together at this moment, they were used to feeling your presence everywhere in their life. And now it's just all stopped. The messages stopped coming through. Your face has become, for some of you, there's been some separation that may have be already going on for a few months. For some of you, even maybe a year or so, where it's like they're now struggling to see your face in their mind. And that is bringing them tremendous, tremendous sorrow, okay? They're longing. They're fantasizing about you physically being present in their life again. They're fantasizing about bringing back that sense of, like my life is so beautiful, my life is shining. Like when I wake up in the morning, everything looks different, everything feels different because I have this love in my life. For some of you, this may have happened because there was a third party situation, 3 of Cups. There was something here, either a person or a situation that may have created a wedge between the two of you. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. For some of you, there was something here or someone here or some sort of a distraction or a responsibility that your person had. It could be anyone, it could be anything, but this drove a wedge. For some of you, I'm feeling like there was a specific person. This person was manipulative. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. It could be anybody who wanted your person's attention, who wanted to be number one in your person's heart, or number one in your person's attention, and they somehow drew a wedge between the two of you. For some of you, I feel like, for some of you who it's not a third party situation, this Three of Cups also represents that your person wants to share the joy, the good times that they had with you before. There was a lot of good times here, okay? There's two energies from this Three of Cups. One is that energy of some sort of a third party or a distraction that drove a wedge between the two of you. But the other energy coming through from this Three of Cups is that one of the things that your person right now is thinking again and again is they're going over in their mind all of the incredible times that you shared. I don't think they realized until it was gone or until it ended that you guys had a lot of beautiful moments. You know, you've shared, you have memories, you have moments and experiences that you've shared that really brought you very close together. And you bonded over those shared experiences, over those conversations, over those times together. Some of them were very simple. They were like not anything like, okay, we're jumping out of an airplane together. They were simple, but they had a very deep emotional impact on your person. It made them feel very bonded to you. For some of you, it was as simple as having a glass, you know, all the glasses of wine you may have shared together, or, you know, maybe you shared a few, like a lot of beers together. Maybe you shared a lot of coffee together, right? For some of you, I'm even getting music. There was something about you may have played music together or shared music together. Some of you may have a very deep connection through music or art, something that you do. Others of you, I feel like there were a lot of good times where you may have shared some sort of a love for an activity or some sort of a shared mission or goal in life. Going back to that Ten of Pentacles energy where you may be in the same career or the same business or some sort of like you may have the same kind of goals or you know, work goals in life. And that also brought you very close. So there are a lot of close times and a lot of closeness that developed here. And so your person right now is kind of thinking about these things over and over again. And I feel like that Three of Cups was definitely an energy of rejoicing, was definitely an energy of celebration, you know, that the two of you really spent a lot of time celebrating all of the things that brought you together. I feel that there was a lot of appreciation also that the two of you had for each other, for the way that you met, so that your person is also very much thinking at this time, Group 1, how much they appreciate the way that you also came into their life. I feel like for many of you, you have a very beautiful story around how you met. For many of you, you guys may not have even been looking for somebody. You may have met in the most incredible way. Like just, you felt like it was like destiny. It was by chance. Like, you know, some of you may even have like an incredible story of how like it was totally against the odds that you would ever meet, but you guys met in just the most unique way. Like, okay, you would have just missed each other if it had been like, you know, 5 minutes. And that moment would have been gone. You would have just gone your separate ways and you would have never met. But something happened that brought the two of you together. Your paths crossed because of some sort of incredible occurrence that was beyond the norm, right? So there's something here. There's something extraordinary in your meeting, okay? It's almost like if something had been slightly different, you wouldn't have met at all. So your person right now is also thinking very much about how much they appreciate the way that spirit or the universe totally brought the two of you together. And it may have seemed very, very random. And look, we're getting appreciate or the word appreciation twice here. See? Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So your person right now, especially if they've lost you in some way or feel that they have lost you in some way, this separation or this struggle is also bringing forth a very deep sense of, I didn't appreciate fully until this was robbed from me, or this is no longer in my life. That's why I feel that there is a silence here. And that silence to your person is devastating. So if you've been silent, if you've withdrawn your love, your messages, your contact with this person, that is devastating to them. Now, I'm also feeling a specific energy here, specifically from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, because look, we're getting two feminines here. Okay, we're getting two feminines. So I feel there's a special message here. The divine masculine is really devastated right now without their feminine, without their divine counterpart. Okay, they are longing, dreaming, thinking about how this divine feminine energy affected their life, changed their world. And so I feel like with that 10 of Pentacles energy, group one, there is a sense of magic that the divine feminine energy brought into your masculine's life. If you are a feminine watching for your masculine, that is why the masculine is waking up every day feeling dull, because it is the absence of this divine feminine energy. This divine feminine energy is what brought the shine, the sparkle to the masculine's world. And without that shine, without that sparkle, everything's dull. Everything is listless. Everything is this 5 of Cups, you know, it just feels empty. See? Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. So they're coming to this realization that life is empty. The world doesn't shine. The world doesn't sparkle anymore without you. And they are following their advice. They're seeing this as advice from spirit that this separation is not good, or this struggle or this lack of communication is not good. It's not getting anybody anywhere. And they want to come back to this energy, jug, lighthearted, carefree, almost back to that 3 of Cups. They want to find their way back to the energy of joy, of all these amazing shared experiences that you had that were just so full of fun, so full of joy. So let's get some channeled messages, specific thoughts. And can you please just give this video a thumbs up, a like right now as I'm shuffling? Just take 1 second if you like your reading so far. You have no idea how much it helps. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. I cannot tell you how much you think it's free and it's nothing. You have no idea how powerful it is. It literally helps me put my kids through college. I won't lie. And we are just so grateful for all your support. I don't know if I can live up to your image of me. I'm afraid that I won't be good enough for you. Wow. Okay. So there's definitely a bit of a sense of lack of confidence, you know, in your person. I feel with this 10 of Pentacles, you know, there's something here, whatever this rift was or whatever caused this issue made them feel some sort of lack of confidence in themselves. It made them feel like, would they be able to fully offer you that 10 of Pentacles? And even if they did, would you be happy? Would you be happy in the long term? I feel safe confiding in you. I trust you completely. I can share all of my secrets with you. So see, this is why I'm saying there is a level of deep appreciation and trust. I feel like this energy goes back to these energies of appreciation and how much your person truly cares, truly feels that there was a magic there. And now that there is a silence or there's some sort of a rift or separation, or struggle, they're second guessing whether they are good enough for you. They're second guessing whether, you know, whether they can live up to that Ten of Pentacles vision. I look at your social media even though I tell myself not to. It haunts me because I miss you so much. Wow. Okay, so that Five of Cups energy, definitely a confirmation. Okay, so I get a very strong energy here that your person is literally thinking and plotting as to how to resolve whatever the rift is, or resolve whatever that Five of Cups energy is between the two of you. Okay, they miss you. They don't want to be without you. Like I said, their life is just not the same without you. They trust you fully with their heart, but I feel like they want you to trust them. They know that there's been a pause, right? There's a pause here. They're stepping back and they were rethinking because of this silence, because of this absence from you, right? It caused them to step back and to really look at what does life feel like without you? And they're realizing life without you is not good at all. This pause has opened up their understanding, you know? This pause has opened up their understanding, and they want to get over that fear of not being good enough, right? See, they want to get over the resistance that they have. There's some resistance here that has happened for sure, okay? This Three of Cups and that Five of Cups, there's an emotionally resistant situation here that has caused the breakdown of this connection. And that is why your person is really struggling through getting over that resistance, you know, getting over. And I feel like their appreciation of you, their sense of like, you know what I felt, the love that I felt here is more important than the resistance, or more important than whatever has caused this rift. So I feel like that pause, see, memories. Didn't I tell you there are, with that Three of Cups, there are some beautiful memories that have been created here that they cannot let go of, and they appreciate these memories so much. And that is why I feel like what they're thinking about is how to recapture your attention, how to recapture your love, how to fully open up this love connection again, because something has shut it down for now, right? Something has shut it down, or something is causing it to struggle. And that is why your person is trying to come back to you in a way that is more lighthearted, in a way that is more open to receiving, that is more open to being with you and building with you again in that Ten of Pentacles energy. So Spirit, what is your best advice for group one? Push through any insecurity. So again, I feel like this may be perhaps you guys are mirroring each other in this. This may be the reason why something like this has happened in the first place. So maybe there is an insecurity here that you both need to talk about and work through. So if you would like to have a personal reading with me, or order any of the oracle decks that I created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Do let me know what you thought. Send me your feedback. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group two that chose the ocean. Let's see what your person's thoughts are of you today. Spirit, can you tell us for a beautiful group two? What is your person thinking and feeling about you today? We have the Hierophant. beautiful Ace of Cups. And we have the Hanged Man. So very interesting. We have two major arcana energies with the central energy of the Ace of Cups. So very powerful. You know, I feel like your person really wants to break free from the conventions of society. So what I mean by that is that they feel very limited by structures around you. Like they feel very limited by rules, by the rules around how their life, their world is structured at this time. This is somebody who really does care about learning about new things. This is somebody who tries to find knowledge, tries to find answers. I feel like that is what they're trying to do right now. When things get difficult for your person, this is the kind of person who will look for the right answers because they don't like being in a state of not knowing. Okay, so I do feel that your person right now, they're not feeling comfortable. There's a sense of discomfort because they feel that they don't know what is going on in the relationship. They don't know what's going on in the connection or where it's going. And it is that uncertainty that is making them feel very uncomfortable at this time. However, at the same time, I feel like that living with that kind of uncertainty is in itself their bigger spiritual lesson, you know? Because I feel that this person, your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, group 2, I feel like this is somebody who really wants a new beginning in life, okay? They've had a lot of challenges. They have felt very oppressed by certain things in their life. It may be from their childhood. It may be that they grew up in a very disciplined kind of environment. I'm feeling that they grew up with maybe parents or caregivers, or maybe even a father figure who was very restrictive, who was very stern or very strict, very bossy. So they may have grown up in a very kind of feeling very restricted. I feel like your person, this is, I don't know, I'm seeing images of them like trying to be themselves, trying to be true to themselves under the reign of somebody else. Okay, so this is somebody who is definitely someone who likes to break the rules because they grew up with so many rules themselves. This is the kind of person who had a very structured, may have come from a very structured life. Like they had to have a specific bedtime. They had certain rules. There was a lot of discipline. There was a lot of surveillance. Okay, I'm getting the energy also that they're used to being watched. Like they grew up feeling like they were always being watched or judged by the people around them. And they didn't feel that they had the space or the opportunity or the freedom to truly be themselves. Okay, your person right now, like in terms of how they're thinking about you, one of the things that they're thinking and they're loving about you is that you give them that space to truly be themselves. You are willing to accept them, warts and all, like for the complex being that they are. You are not expecting them to be perfect. One of the things that they are thinking about you today and every day is their appreciation of how their love for you, their connection with you has given them an entirely new experience. Because I feel, again, it's coming through very strongly, group 2, that your person has always kind of been stuck between two worlds. The world of the world in which they grew up, which, like I said, was very oppressive in many ways. It wasn't open to them uniquely expressing themselves, right? So this Ace of Cups coming through as a central energy here really does represent their sense of finally having the opportunity to be open, finally having the opportunity to feel that they can emotionally open up to you and to the world. And there's something about your love, your friendship, your companionship, like what you have brought to this person. You have helped them open up. That is what they're thinking about you. That is what they're appreciating about you on a daily basis, is that they were very used to coming from a very restrictive environment. And because of that restrictive environment, or because of that restrictive upbringing, they always felt that they were hanging between two worlds, as in they could never feel that they were completely done with or, you know, liberated from that other world. I mean, it takes its toll, right? Like, you know, there are obviously pros and cons to, you know, being raised with very strict discipline, or being raised in a way where you feel like you are being watched or judged, and there are very specific rules that you have to follow. I feel like your person tried as best as they could to liberate themselves from that, to be a little bit rebellious from that. So you may, you know, they may have talked to you about this. They may have told you that they came from a very strict family, but their answer to that was also rebelling, right? So their sense of rebelliousness, that rebel heart, I feel like you may have noticed this about them, group 2, that your person definitely has some sort of a rebel heart, and that rebel heart came from the environment in which they were raised, where they literally did have to bow down to whoever were the authority figures, whether that was a father figure, whether it was a mother figure, whether it was both figures. They were meant to believe that they have to bow down to the wisdom and the discipline of these people, but secretly in their heart, they were rebelling. So this person does carry around a lot of mixed feelings about their childhood, about how they were raised, and how they actually want to navigate their life now, because there's a part of them, and of course this is natural, that does, you know, truly love and care about their family, even though they know their family was very restrictive, right? There's still, of course, there's love there, there's attachment there. And I feel like they've always felt that they are kind of straddling two worlds. So you may have noticed that your person has a hard time navigating love when it comes to balancing whatever kind of power his or her past, or their family members may have on them, or their history has on them, versus who they wish to be now, right? So with this Hangman's energy, it's like they're always thinking about how they can navigate that. And when it comes to their thoughts about you, they're always trying to kind of, you know, be better than what they've been conditioned to be. You know, like there's a tendency in them, I think, to also be a bit more restrictive, a bit more. This could be somebody who's very highly disciplined, so they have a tendency within them to also expect that same level of discipline or control from other people. But at the same time, they're always, you know, trying to mellow out. And that is where this Hangman's energy comes from. Like their greatest spiritual lesson, especially when it comes to you and this connection, is to not make you feel that they are intensely watching you, or to not make you feel that they are watching you or judging you, or that they expect the same level of, you know, restraint and discipline and all of this, you know, from you that they have been raised with themselves, right? So one of the good things though is that this person really does feel like their love for you, their connection with you has really helped them to come out of some of those ghosts from the past. Like you have really helped them to open up their heart and to maybe embrace a little bit more of that rebellious heart that they had before. You know, that the rebellion is the freedom from that surveillance. The rebellion is the freedom from somebody criticizing you or watching you. And the rebellion is the freedom to follow your heart. And so in their thoughts of you, I do feel that their love for you very much does represent them finally following their heart instead of following the rules. You know, I feel like that's what this, if you look at the combination, like to me, this is all about them thinking, yes, I am finally following my heart, and instead of following all those rules that I was raised with. And those rules, when you're raised with them that way, they can very much become cemented in your mind, right? Like sometimes they just become this habit that you've gotten so used to that even if you want to, you can't get out of it, you know? So I feel like their thoughts of you are very much, wow. See, their thoughts of you are very much about the inspiration to love that you have brought into their life, the inspiration to take action in terms of following their heart. Look at these two beautiful horses. I feel like it's a beautiful synergy between them, right? Like, look at them. They're totally carefree. They don't have a care in the world. Nobody's watching them. Nobody's disciplining them. Look, there's no saddle on them. Nobody's riding them, right? I feel like this is very much the energy of your person feeling like they've been ridden hard and hung out to dry by their past. You know, there's a roughness coming through. Like there's a rough sense of like, I feel like I've been ridden hard and put out by a very difficult upbringing. And that has made me a certain way, but I don't want to be that way. And I'm loving that they see the two of you more in this capacity, that look, nobody is your master. Nobody is telling you what to do. You're like these two beautiful horses just following their heart. They're like taking actions to follow what are your desires instead of being ridden by somebody else, right? Instead of being disciplined or told what to do or having somebody sitting on your back, right? There's nothing there. Look at them. These two are totally free. And that is how your person feels with you. This is how you make them feel. They feel that with you, and this Ace of Cups energy, it's a totally new emotional experience. And with you, they feel like all of that control, that discipline, that watching, those rules from the past, they can finally let them go. Because wake up, it's your moment. Okay, so you have woken them up in a way that nobody else has, right? This love has made them wake up from the slumber of this past, right? Look at this. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. So I feel like this has been a really beautiful new beginning for them, for you, for their heart, for them to create something new in their life that is definitely focused on love instead of focusing on material things, focusing on discipline, goals, this and that. All that is fine, but I feel like you have inspired them, group two, to focus on love right now. Because I do feel that with this energy right here, your person was very much kind of raised to be more of that goal oriented, maybe raised more to be discipline oriented, raised to like, go out and do things in the world. But I feel like this love, this connection with you is their bridge across that into emotion, into romance, into intimacy and flow. This red bridge to me is literally that bridge. Like this is their past. This is, right here is where that Hierophant energy lives, right? And now they are crossing this beautiful red bridge to this Ace of Cups on the other side where you stand, right? And they've been wanting to bridge this gap, see, successfully overcome a problem. And that problem is their conditioning, right? So they are taking action. They're taking action to do this. And it is a really beautiful time of open possibilities with that Ace of Cups energy. So let's get some specific messages of their thoughts, like what would they say? And I'd really appreciate if you could take a second right now to give this video a thumbs up, a like. It really helps the channel if you haven't already. Also, please do hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free and you have no idea how powerful something free could actually be, because when you do that, you are literally helping me, single mom here, putting my kids through school. And so all three of us really so appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. I'm focused on my career and finances right now because I don't want to struggle again. I'm afraid to share that. Interesting. So see what I said before? Like, I had this energy that part of what this is that your person may have been raised with a lot of control, a lot of discipline, a lot of judging and surveillance, because they were raised more to go out and do something in the world rather than focus on their emotions. So there's something here about the way they were raised that was very secondary, like emotions were not as important as material success, as money, as career, as, you know, building up a material life. So in this person's upbringing, emotional satisfaction was not as important. It was secondary. Okay, it was secondary. And that is why they are discovering, possibly for the first time, the depth of what emotional contentment can do for you, right? And that's not to say that they haven't had other relationships, but I do feel that those other relationships may not have been as emotionally fulfilling or deep as their relationship with you is. I've never met someone like you. You're special. Please have patience with me because I'm still learning. See, there you have it. I feel like this person is very much in that process of learning how to open up their heart more, right? Because they come from this kind of background where it's much more materialistic. So I love that they are, you know, in that process of going deeper, you know, of really opening themselves up to emotional fulfillment, love, romance, and intimacy with you. My emotions are like a roller coaster right now. I don't know what I want, but I'm trying to find out. Okay, so again, that's interesting that we got that under the Hangman's energy, because yeah, for some of you, you may have been noticing that this person, while they have really good intentions, they sometimes are this Hangman energy. Like they just, you know, sometimes they, you know, default back to some of their old conditioning. So they're trying to really find their way and figure it out. See, told you. So again, to me, this is a confirmation that your person really does struggle with the pull towards the material world goals. This is how they have been raised. And it's interesting because you're getting that entire progression right here. The Hierophant, career and finances, big goals, career, business success, claim your place in the world, right? So they may be right now very busy and very focused on claiming their place in the world. That may be what their upbringing, their family, their current situation expects from them, right? See, they don't want to settle, okay? They don't want to settle for just that. So I think with this, and it's beautiful that this came again under this Ace of Cups energy. So I feel like that what that tells us, group 2, is that your person has realized that just having this is not enough. Just having the material success and not having you, not having this love is settling for less in life. And that's a really beautiful energy. I think they finally are realizing that, you know, money and success is really empty without you. Yeah, see? So there's a sense of they don't want to compromise, okay? They don't want to compromise and miss out on. They want to focus on love, but they may be getting some pushback, okay? For those of you who are, right now the relationship is struggling because there may be some pushback from family, from other responsibilities, other situations. I feel like they are looking to compromise with those people, but they don't want to compromise on love. Okay, they may have to compromise with their upbringing, their background, current, people and situations in their life, but they don't want to compromise on love. They're literally shifting their focus to love. They're shifting their focus. So Spirit, what is your final advice here for our beautiful group 2? Embrace the flow of life. Beautiful. Embrace the flow of life. Love it. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have used in this reading, there's 5 of them, but if you're looking for a great place to start, I would recommend the Twin Flame Oracle. It's our biggest seller, and it's really helped thousands of people to gain clarity between my readings here on YouTube or my private readings. So thank you so much for being here. I will see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose the waterfall. Let's take a look at your person's thoughts about you today. Spirit for our beautiful group 3. Please tell us, what is your person thinking about you? Eight of Cups. The Sun. Wow, we have 2 8s here, the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Beautiful. So I feel like your person is thinking a lot about how far they have come and how far you have come. Okay, one of the things that I feel is deeply on their minds right now is that they're going through a process of really understanding the true extent of what this connection means to both of you, and to truly being able to accept all of its beauty. I think one of the things that your person is thinking about a lot right now is that it really has taken them some time to open up to this connection. And they are really wondering why. It's like it's not something that they're proud of. They feel like they are almost guilty of taking their sweet time. Maybe stalling, maybe being a bit resistant, maybe not. The word I'm getting, group 3, is disservice. They feel that they have been of a disservice to you. They feel that you have been nothing but amazing to them. They feel that your attention on them, your focus on them, your loving them, nurturing them, accepting them for who they are, has been nothing less than miraculous in their life. So there's a lot of deep appreciation for the ways in which you have opened up the possibility for something good in their life. I feel like this is something they don't take lightly at all. They've had a lot of struggles in the past. They've had a lot of disappointments and heartbreaks that they've had to walk away from. I feel like one of the most difficult things that your person has gone through that they may even have a hard time talking about are instances in their life where they were forced to walk away. They were forced to walk away even though they didn't want to, because they were rejected. They were heartbroken. Somebody or some people did not see their value, but you do. And the fact that you have looked at them past just their looks, you know, like this may be somebody who's very attractive, very sexy, they could be all those things. But what they appreciate the most is that you looked past that and you saw them for who they really are, that soul connection. Because regardless of how you may perceive them, you may perceive them as somebody who's, you know, super confident or super attractive, or you may even see them as somebody who's a very positive person, somebody who really does want to contribute to the world or give to the world. Regardless of all of that, regardless of how you see them, there's a part of themselves that they have not shown you, which is the part that is the wounded soul. The part that is, you know, I may have achieved some things in the world. I may have some money in the bank. You know, to some I may be good looking. But you know what? None of that mattered when I was getting my heart broken. None of that mattered because I was still rejected. I was still thrown away. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot of, oh my God, a lot of emotion. I don't know. I just keep getting I keep getting the words thrown away. Thrown away. They feel like they were thrown away. There's a lot of emotion coming from this Eight of Cups. They feel like people have really not seen their value, even though they gave a lot. Even when they gave a lot, ultimately they felt like they were thrown away. So they think about this a lot, group 3. And they try. They try not to actually think about those moments where they felt like they were discarded by people they trusted, by people they loved, by people they thought they had a future with, you know? And I think that's why in their thoughts of you, they are so deeply grateful. Because there's something about you, group 3, they don't feel that you would throw them away. They don't feel that from you. All they feel from you is this beautiful sun's energy. They feel like they can open up their heart. Look at these children here. Aren't they adorable? Look at these kids right here. They have a sense of wonder. They have a sense of trust. Your person believes that your love has helped them to go back to this state of being. You know, when we're young and trusting and we don't believe that people will break our hearts, we don't believe that people could mistreat us, we have so much faith. We look towards the sun in all its glory and we see our own bright future. And all we can see is that we are loved, that we will be loved our entire life and we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about being backstabbed or betrayed. And I feel like that is what your person thinks of you, that despite them feeling very, very rejected by other people in the past, that you, your love, your connection, your relationship has brought them back to a sense of self again. Made them believe again. Made them believe that it is possible to love again without fear, without hesitation, without a sense of impending doom that, you know what, it's only a matter of time before I get thrown away again. There's something about you, group 3, that makes your person totally not see that or feel that. You make them feel safe. You make them feel loved. You make them feel like they belong at long last. I'm sorry that I don't think I've ever, I don't know, there's just something so powerful coming from your person. I usually don't cry like this, but it's just overwhelming me. Look, I can't even talk. Overwhelming me emotionally. So this 8 of Wands is so beautiful, group 3. I love this for you, for the 2 of you. Your person wants to make you an offer. They want you to be in their life forever, and they want this to move forward fast. 8 of Wands is the energy of fast outcomes. You know, like they want to lock this down. They don't want to lose you. You know, they want to make sure that you are theirs because they've never felt so accepted. They've never been able to trust so much, you know. See, look at this. You make them feel really powerful. Look at this bull's energy. Do not back down. Show strength and fortitude. That's what you give them. I feel like whatever has happened in their past year with this 8 of Cups, it has really made them feel very weak. It has weakened their spirit. It has weakened their resolve to continue fighting for happiness. It has made them retreat into the mind and really kind of turn off their heart. It's made them feel that love is impossible, that trusting somebody is not possible, that people will eventually always break your heart. But I feel like there's something about you, group 3, that has really inspired them to bring out that inner bull, as in that bring out that inner power that, you know what, no matter what has happened to me in the past, no matter how many times I have felt betrayed, misunderstood, rejected, I am not going to back down. I'm going to be strong. And I'm not going to let those people from my past or those situations from my past rob me of my present and my future. I'm no longer willing to believe that love is not possible for me. You have made them believe in impossible things. Things that they thought was impossible, working through their disbelief. You've given them this fresh perspective. Isn't that so beautiful? You've made this person believe in love again. Believe that it's even possible. And that's no small thing, because I do believe that this person has been very, very jaded. Very jaded from their past. What they've decided to do, and you may have noticed this about them, their response to heartbreak from the past was to just retreat into their mind. You know, at least they could be safe there. So you may have found when you met this person, they're very like, they may have come off a bit emotionally closed off, even though there's something about them that is kind, that is compassionate, but they may have felt emotionally unavailable to some extent, right? It may have taken them a while to come out of their shell. They may have felt like they were emotionally withdrawn, and that is because they use this thinking man energy to just kind of stay in their head, like, okay, you know, I'm good. I'm good with just doing, you know, living my life, doing simple things. I'm good with not being emotionally vulnerable. I'm okay with that. That was their safe place. But see, get to know each other. Learning to meet each other's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. So as they were getting to know you, things got deeper, things got better. Look at these two right here. Look how happy they look, because they are getting to know each other at a deeper level. And that's where I think your person is. They want to continue to go deeper and deeper with you. They want to come out of that thinking man's energy and into the energy of the heart, learning to meet your need for love and vice versa, right? That there is a need here for love, and whatever those needs were, they've been suppressing them. They've been diverting them to the mind's energy, to the mind space. It's getting a little dark here in Southern California. Let me just put on a light for you guys. So, wow, very, very emotional. Very, very emotional reading here. Let's get some specific messages. And I'd really appreciate it if you could just take 1 second right now to give this video a thumbs up, a like. Really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It's absolutely free. And in your mind, it may not be a very big thing, but you have no idea how powerful it is. It literally helps me to support my 2 kids. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the 3 of us, we so appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. All of our subscribers, our family. Thank you. You're always in my heart. Even though I'm not in touch, I observe you from a distance. Okay, so for some of you, take this as a very specific message if you're in separation or struggle, okay? If something has happened here. Now, for some of you, whatever this 8 of Cups trauma has been for your person, it may have resulted in some sort of a stepping back, because this person really has been through a lot of past heartbreak. Okay, and so they may have had issues trusting, they may have had issues opening up. So if you are in a separation, I feel like this is why. It's not because of you, it's because of their own fears and insecurities. They are still thinking of you, they are still watching you from a distance, they are still loving you. So there's maybe still yet some hope here, if you would like for them to reach out. I'm keeping secrets from you that I'm too ashamed to admit. I'm afraid to talk about these things. So see, this is why I feel like there's something here with that 8 of Cups. So for some of you, you may already know what your person has gone through, right? You may already know what this rejection from the past, or these really tough emotional experiences have been. Some of you may not, or some of you, there's a spectrum here. So some of you may know a little bit, but your person may not have fully opened up to every detail of what they've experienced in the past. So there is something here that maybe, hopefully, as you get more and more into the sun's energy, as you get closer and closer with the getting to know you energy, they will slowly open up, and you will learn some of these experiences that they've had. I long for you day and night. I'm consumed by my desire for you. Our chemistry is amazing. See, this is why I'm saying, to me, I love the fact, group 3, that this came under this 8 of Wands energy, because this tells us that there is an urgency here. There's a beautiful, beautiful feeling of urgency. We have amazing chemistry. You are so different. The sun's energy, you have brought me back to myself again. And I want this to work. I want this to move forward. And there's a deep, deep sense of love and longing here coming through also from your person. Well, here you go. See, so this is, to me, I feel like this is also them saying yes. Yes, you know, my experiences from the past have made me much more protective of my ego, of my pride, of my heart. So there is a bit of this you know, harder energy in the sense that they're very aware in their thoughts that they don't ever want to be discarded again, right? They don't ever want to be rejected again. They never want to go back or repeat those experiences or attract the same into their life again. So there is definitely a sense of protection, protecting their ego, protecting their pride, protecting themselves until they feel totally that they can trust. And I feel like with you, that trust is definitely there. It may still be building, so that it may get to the point where it is more complete than it is right now. And when it becomes even more complete, when it builds and builds, that's when you may also be hearing more about some of these secrets from the past. And when I say secrets, they don't have to be anything bad. It could be just more like these, you know, painful situations that we don't want to relive, so we keep them a secret in our heart. Like they're just, we don't want to talk about them, right? But it's not like there's anything like to be secretive about. It's more just pain. See? Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. You are a yes. They want to be with you. There is no doubt there. There is no resistance. It's a yes for you. And they're tired of running. Okay, that Eight of Cups is also runner's energy. So you see here how they have been running from love for a while. They've been in that thinking man energy, right? Like, I'm just gonna like not even think about love anymore. I'm gonna run from love. I'm gonna run because I don't trust. Running energy is also, and it's is also part of this ego energy as well. So I feel like this thinking man, runner, ego, this energy has been where they've been at until they met you. And now you being the sun's energy, you being the central energy, the yes energy is changing everything. All of the resistance, the running, the ego, the thinking is all being destroyed in a good way into this absolute yes, sun's energy. Love this so much. So Spirit, can you please give us your final advice for our group 3? Make time for self-love. Beautiful. I think that's good for both of you. So if you would like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. If you're looking for a good one to start with, I recommend the Twin Flame Oracle. It is our biggest seller. We've sold thousands of these globally, and it's literally helped thousands of people gain clarity on their connection between my in between my YouTube readings and personal readings, just to give you more support at home. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you all on the next one.